Okay. Mm, okay. Janat, wow, that's the first one. Janat, good morning from the UK, Manchester. Just waking up now. It's quite early here in the UK. Um, and I also just want to say a very, very good morning to everybody, depending on where you're watching me or where you're going to see this broadcast from. My people, my name is Ben, aka Benny Davis. Today, we want to talk about the ongoing political crisis in Rivers State, South Nigeria. I'll take that again. Today, we want to talk about the ongoing political turmoil, if you like, in Rivers State, South Nigeria, between the current governor of the state, similarly Fubara, and the former, or rather the immediate past governor of the state, Barrister Yeson Wike. That is the matter we want to talk about today. And I'm very sure for those of you who are Nigerians, for those of you who follow the political space in Nigeria, I'm sure this is not news to many of us again. However, there has been development stories coming out from River State, and that's why we are here to update some of us who are not yet abreast with the latest coming out from River State. Now, the political crisis in River State is currently centered around a power struggle between the current governor, Similar Fubara, and the immediate past governor of the state, Barrister Yeson Wike. So what they are basically fighting for is power struggle. Who wants to be in charge of River State? The man who was formerly the governor, Yeson Wike, brought the current governor, supported him, and if you like, according to him, made him governor of the state. Now, he was expecting Fubara to remain loyal to him. He was expecting Fubara to always listen to him. He was expecting Fubara to always take instructions for him. However, the overbearing influence of Nyesom Wike, the current FCT minister, the former governor of Rivers State, was overwhelming to the extent that the governor got sick and tired of him. And that is where the whole problem started from. The man stopped taking instructions from Nyesom Wike. The man stopped confining Nyesom Wike. And Nyesom Wike will not have this. And Nyesom Wike felt slighted, felt he's been undermined as a result, because even the House of Assembly members in Rivers State are all loyal to Nyesom Wike. The local government chairman of the entire local government secretariat in Rivers State, except just two or three, are all also loyal to Nyesom Wike. And these are the weapons Nyesom Wike is and has been using against the governor. Each time the governor comes up with trying to be a man of his own, he threatens him with impeachment. A governor that has been in office for less than 2 years or thereabouts has had to face impeachment notice 3 times. In fact, this is the third time now. And so, we don't want to go to some of the nitty-gritties that actually cause this trouble. I'm just trying to take it from the surface. But what is clear today is that in Rivers State, there is a political problem there between a godfather and a godson. In this case, the godfather is the former governor, Nyesom Wike, and the godson is the current governor of the state. Now, like I said, the political crisis in Rivers State is currently centered around power struggle between Governor Similari Fubara and his political godfather, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. With the State House of Assembly involved in this whole matter, the House of Assembly, like I said a while ago, all of them are loyal to the current FCT minister, the immediate past governor of the state. Now, the State House of Assembly has commenced on impeachment again, which makes it at the third time now they are attempting an impeachment. They did that prior to the state of emergency, illegal state of emergency that was declared by the president of Nigeria, the man they call Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the man I have personally said is not my president, going by the way he too got into that office, in my opinion, in a very fraudulent manner. And as a result, I have refused to see him as my president. Nyesom Wike now declared the state of emergency for 6 months, which we are all also aware of. And at the expiration of the state of emergency, the man resumed. And again, the State of Assembly is being used by Nyesom Wike again to try to impeach the governor. That makes it the third attempt now to try to impeach Governor similar Fubara. Now, in the course of all this trouble, the governor now jumped ship. He now left the PDP and joined the APC, which today is currently the ruling party in Nigeria. And what Nyesom Wike is holding on to is that at the expiration of the state of emergency, there was a meeting held at the presidential villa at the instance of the president, where the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuru Badu, was part of that agreement. And on that occasion, that the governor made some certain commitments, which Nyesom Wike is now saying that the agreement is what? An agreement. Now, the argument now is that said agreement, the very agreement Nyesom Wike is holding on to, was an agreement made while the governor was still in PDP. As we speak today, the governor has jumped ship from PDP to APC. Now, what people are saying is that agreement, whatever it is, was an agreement made under the PDP while he was still at the PDP. And now, since the government has moved to a different party, that agreement has become null and void. And Nyesom Wike will not have it. As things stands today, with the way things are going in Rivers State, if the matter is not nipped in the bud, the matter might just, we pray it doesn't happen anyway. But we hope that before it gets to that level, sense of reasoning will come to play. Because Rivers State is a very important state in Nigeria. I'm sure many of us know that. I've said it here many times. In Nigeria, we have 3 most viable states in Nigeria: Lagos, Rivers, and Akwa Ibom states. These 3 states in Nigeria are the most viable states in Nigeria. That's why every sitting president in Nigeria wants to ensure that these 3 states are at his beck and call. So Rivers State is a very important state in Nigeria, one of the richest states in Nigeria. And so any issue that is coming out from Rivers State should and must be nipped ASAP in the bud before it gets out of hand. You must also understand that the bulk of the Nigerian resources comes from the Niger Delta, and Rivers State is a central point in the Niger Delta as far as oil exploration is concerned. And we know that Nigeria, the major earnings of Nigeria as a government comes from oil. And this oil comes from the Niger Delta. And Rivers State is one of the major producing oil states in Nigeria. And that's why it's a very important state in Nigeria. That's why no president will want to open his 2 eyes and see Rivers State burn. But what is clear here, what many, many people are saying, is that the man Nyesom Wike, the current FCT minister, the immediate past governor of Rivers State, should be called to order. Because he is not the only man who has governed Rivers State, We've had the likes of Peter Odili, the Amichis of this world, the Celestial Mayor of this world. They once upon a time also were governors in River State. These men have done their tenure and they've left the scene. The question people are asking now is, why has Yeson Wike refused to leave the scene, having done his own tenure? The man is, my opinion, is just a troublemaker. And he's doing all this because he has some level of leverage from Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Because of what he has done for Tinubu in 2023 by ringing the elections for Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu to enable him win the 2023 elections. That is why, as we speak today, Yeson Wike has become, if you ask me, untouchable in Nigeria. In some occasions, if you ask me, he's even bigger than the president of Nigeria today. Except the president wakes up to take charge of that country. Except the president wakes up to tell the man, Yeson Wike, that he's in charge here. Otherwise, the way Yeson Wike is going, he has even said it that nobody can talk to him, nobody can stop him from, making sure that the governor doesn't have a second term. If you use the word nobody, it means nobody in that country can talk to him, including the president. And that's very, those who can get Yeson Wike to understand that neither River State or Nigeria doesn't belong to him should do that now before it gets too late. Because the rate and level Yeson Wike is going, if the man is stopped. My dear brothers and my sisters, as the matter unfolds, we're going to be, updating you guys. As it stands today, the impeachment process has just begun. It starts with the members reading out the grounds for impeachment. They came up with a 7-point agenda why they want to impeach the governor. And if you go and listen to all the 7 points, in my opinion, they don't make sense. Those 7-point agenda, in my opinion, are 7-point agenda meant to actually do the bidding of a particular man, in this case, Yeson Wike. And the other thing people are talking about is, if you want to impeach a governor because he has committed impeachable offenses, why are you including the deputy governor? Because in this case, the deputy governor has no powers of her own or his own. It is the governor who has committed these so-called impeachable offenses. So the question is, why are you not including the deputy? The reason they want to include, or they are trying to include the deputy, is that once you get rid of the governor, you get rid of the deputy governor, the next man that will come as an acting governor is the Speaker of the House. In this case, is Yeson Wike's boy. And what people are saying is that the man is trying to come through the back door to become governor of a state as important as River State in Nigeria. People must understand these things. People must understand where these men are coming from. And what we have also been told, all this fight Yeson Wike is fighting Fubara, it's about the treasury of River State. It's about having access to the treasury of River State. It's about having the key to the treasury of River State. That's all. If Fubara gives Yeson Wike the kind of leverage he wants, the key to the River State treasury, I can assure you within the next few seconds, this whole matter will just end. The reason why the matter has escalated is because Fubara has told Yeson Wike that he's in charge here. Whatever happens within his term in office, he has to take charge. He has to take responsibilities. So you can't be asking Fubara to be dishing out the state's finances for no just cause, because he's going to be answerable for it tomorrow. Part of the agreement we were made to understand that Yeson Wike got Fubara to sign is that there will be a particular amount of money will be paid to a particular account every month. And we heard is in the tune of 2 billion naira every month. For what? The question is, for what is that money meant for? And the man, Fubara, who's currently the governor, was one time the accountant general of River State under Yeson Wike. So he knows that he knows what accounting is all about. He knows what finances is all about. He knows that whatever amount of money he dishes out, he's going to answer for it tomorrow. And that's why man has said, no, there's no need for this, and so he won't do this. Now, the other issue we also told is that the House of Assembly is asking him to come and present a budget that has been presented already during the state of emergency rule. That budget has been passed already by the National Assembly. The question is, which budget are you asking the governor to come and represent to you people again? We were told that they want to put some what they call supplementary budget in the budget. That supplementary budget is money that will virtually not be accounted for. That supplementary budget is money they want to siphon for 2027 elections. All this money, if it does happen, it is Fubara, who's currently the governor of the state, that will account for them tomorrow. And that is why the man has said he is not going to go that way. And that's part of the problem. Basically, the problem between Yeson Wike and the current governor of the state, my dear brothers and my sister, is about River State money. Simple and clear. That is justified. If Fubara wakes up tomorrow and says, Yeson Wike, take the key to River State Treasury, this whole matter, before you say Jack, is over. My dear brothers and my sisters, on this note, I would like to stop again. For those of you who have listened to me, I thank you for being here. Please comment on what we do. If you think we have spoken well, please let us know. Follow us on our page. It's called Fab. I see you. Fab, how you enjoy? You know, call me. As me call me since you reach Holland. You have not rang me. I'm expecting your call anyway. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year, my sister. So, my people, this whole matter is, like I said, if it's something you think we've said well, let us know. If we have also not spoken well, also do let us know. And most importantly, comment so we know what your thoughts are. And if you think that what's currently going on in River State, south of Nigeria, if it's Yeson Wike you think is the troublemaker, yeah, let us know. If you think it is Fubara that is actually fomenting trouble also, do let us know. Let's just know what your take is. Until we come your way again, I will be coming later today, God willing, to talk about the Edo State government. Edo State government, this matter is something that I refuse to talk about because the man disgusts me. Each time I talk about Modokpolo of Edo State, I get sick. And so because of that, I don't like to talk about the man. But each time I want to refrain from talking about him, it gets me talking. So I'm going to have to talk about him again later today. And some of you who follow what we do here, please stay tuned and watch out when we come later today to talk about Mondo Paulo, the current occupant of Sadebe Avenue, the man who didn't win the Edo State election that was imposed on the Edo people by Tinubu, Adam Saliu Shumele, Akpabio, and this same Yeson Wike of River State. I call him the crying baby of River State. Until I come away again, my people, do have a wonderful day. I need to go back to bed. I've just woken up now. As you can see, my eyes are really red. So I need to freshen up now. See you guys later. Do have a wonderful day. And cheers for now.